Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Today I guess what's mostly sort of in the air for me is about the sort of season it is in the Christian world. It's Palm Sunday. In the story, this is when Jesus enters Jerusalem, and everybody's really excited because he's gathered a reputation at this point for being somebody who is healing people and teaching hard things and loving people that are hard to love. And there's even some whispers that he might be Messiah, the Savior, the one that the Jewish scriptures had foretold would come. And it all goes south pretty quick, guys. It's this guy the new king? Is this guy? This is so exciting. And then those that are already in power predominantly, who already hold social status, religious status, political status, are threatened. As they should be. And in a matter of days, it goes from triumphal entry to trial, humiliation, crucifixion, and death. And I can just imagine, sort of the foreshadowing of that in this story of the triumphal entry, of the waving of palms and the throwing of jackets, and the claims that if the people didn't cry out, this very stones would. That there's foreshadowing, there's undertones of what's going to happen next. This is the part of the story where I would tell the kids, oh, surely they won't kill off the main character. Oh, our sun's coming up. Hold on. That is pretty magical. But they do kill off the main character. This is not a story that denies suffering. This is not a story that pretends it's all okay. This is not a story where the powerful win, thank God. This is a story that has highs and lows, that has death and new life. This is a story that feels real. So we can be excited today, but we also know what's coming in a very short amount of time. And I urge us not to skip that part. I urge us not to skip the hard part, the sad part, the suffering part, because that's part of life, and it's very real. But we also know we're not alone, and we know that the sun rises again in this season that's palpable. So whatever this week brings you, whether it's like Jesus' story of highs and lows, of triumphal entry all the way to the bottom rung of society being spit upon, we get to hold on to a little hope because of the story that Jesus lived out. So whether it's a good week or a hard week, we know that the sun will rise again. We know that Sunday's coming. We know that there's hope. And we can hold on to that famous Martin Luther King Jr. quote, "Arc of history is long, but it bends towards justice." Breathe hope. Get outside when you can. Know that the dark days aren't the only days. You are beloved.